Hey, I'm Joel Tremblay.
And I'm building the most practical daily overlanding Tacoma.
So this is my 2023 Toyota Tacoma Trail Edition. I've owned it for just over a year now. You would have seen in previous videos some modifications that already happened. So I'll do a quick recap of that, but also I'll show you some things that have changed that are new that you haven't seen yet. So one of the first modifications that I did to the truck was getting it tuned. I got the OTT tune by Toyota Tune, and I've been really happy with that. I got it done at like 2,500 kilometers. The truck was only a few months old. Another one of the first upgrades I did was get a color match truck cap. This is the fiberglass truck cap by ARE, and I got the solid aluminum wind doors that fold up and give me full access. So on the driver's side, I got the contractor shelf, and then inside here along the back, I got the carpet interior with the wind door again on the passenger side. So even though I have a truck cap, I have full access to the bed, and that was really important to me, but also having a good looking truck cap that is color matched, and everything folds away and is lockable and secure. So in the previous videos, you would have seen me install the fog light and the 6-gang switch panel by Oxbeam. I have now it wired so that it comes on when I start the truck. You'll see I have the fog light button there, turn the fog lights on, but also you'll notice that there's a DRL and roof light. So let's look at that. So this is the roof light Baja style design that I created myself. I got 6 VMAX Oxbeam lights. These are 5-inch pods, and they have the amber DRL, but also they got side shooters and LED. So this is 56,000 lumens once it's all lit up here. I use aluminum extrusion to build a mounting bracket for the lights themselves. And then I also modified these metal brackets that are made for a straight light bar. These are just tapped into the OEM roof rack of the truck. The wires come down. They're just in a flexible wire loom for now. I do have a better solution coming. I just haven't executed that yet. And those get wired to the 6-gang switch panel that I installed in the previous video. I still have 3 empty slots here. Eventually there'll be some components that go into that. So I know it's daytime, but at nighttime, if you can imagine, those lights really light up the trail. I've got the Adventure Trail Gear garbage Overland utility bag on the tailgate, and I've been loving that, and it folds down with the tailgate when you open it. Nice accent for when I have my kitchen set up here in the truck. Fold out, I got a place to put all my garbage. So inside the truck cap, I've made a few electrical upgrades. You can see the lithium battery there. That's the 100 amp hour CanBat lithium battery. I kind of got a ratchet strap there, but it fits nicely on top of the wheel well and is likely where it's gonna stay. I have my Victron Energy Orion TR Smart DC to DC charger. So essentially I am charging the house battery that's below the shelf here with the battery and alternator on the truck. That has been working flawlessly. I can connect using my phone, get full kind of real-time data of what's happening. I just have temporarily mounted my solar MPPT charge controller. So this is again a Victron component, and essentially what I will have an outlet plug for a mobile solar panel, and that will basically be able to charge the battery when I'm stationary, you know, when the truck is not driving and if I'm camping or something like that. So I kind of have the bases covered on keeping the battery topped up at all times. In the shelf here is where I keep my tools and stuff like that, recovery gear, safety features, and then also my axe. Again, this is all kind of working in live time and getting updated as I feel fit. I got some LED lighting along the 2 wind doors lengthwise, and then another set right here. That is all controlled by this module and remote. And so I got the remote here just with some Velcro, and I just attach it to the felt carpet liner. This thing works to music. Let's get into how I installed those lights. What I've got here is colored car chassis lamp. They're 7 colors, LED, music app, all that fun, wacky stuff. I'm more interested in just the fact that it has white and red. Red for the bugs. So what it comes with is this one has 3 strands. This one's a bit shorter, and this one's going to run along the top here. 2 longer ones, which I'm going to hide up here along that opening, and again on this side with the shelf. And then they go to basically a little Wi-Fi dongle thing, which that gets plugged into a power source. I'll have it on a switch and everything. Control it basically through your phone. And on the cap here, there's a nice flat spot right here, as you can see with my finger. And it's the perfect width to adhere that LED lighting. And then I can hide the wiring in the corners there. It's a simple little mod that I think will make camp life a lot better. Try to get it somewhat centered. And I'm just gonna stick it up there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other sides now. There we go. Shuts. No problem. All right, and that's exactly what I wanted. From the front here, can't see anything, but if you look just in behind, you can see the LED strips there. All right, finished my wire management. You can see just got a little piece of exposed here, and that's basically about it. There's a nice channel on the top of this cap here that you can just run your wiring in. You can see that's where the cab light is already wired. Followed that all the way down here. Got the wires down there. And then they meet up nice and snug underneath is where I put the extra cables, just where that little module is. Got the lights temporarily just hooked up to a battery pack here. And as you can see, we are disco partying. Play with the app on my phone and see if I can get them to just stay a solid color. Okay, so a little update regarding lighting. I've actually gone ahead and cut off this little dongle thing that they provided. Honestly, the app was like really janky and wasn't working. It's the only way you can turn this lights on and off or control like the RGB. Cut that off. Did end up just ordering this here, which is like a separate module that allows you to run positive and negative wire from your power source, and then you run RGB and this V plus to the lights. As you can see here, there's 4 wires, and then I can control it with a remote, so that's more dedicated. It's a little bit bigger than I was anticipating, but as you can see, it has a nice little mount here, and then I can put this kind of hidden somewhere, and that way there I can control the lights on and off with not using the phone. I thought the phone would be nice, but it was honestly just kind of really painful and not as simple as I wanted it to be. It doesn't need to be a complicated system. So cutting these wires so they're all the same length. So I've combined and soldered the 3 sets of lights together. 4 wires, red, black, white, and green. Device here, I got V plus RGB. Working backwards from this unit that I got. This is just that little Bluetooth unit that doesn't really work that well. Green wires on B, red wires on R, white on G, and I got the black ones on whatever this is, VCC, which I'm assuming is going to be the positive V plus. So I'm going to wire those into there. Okay, and we're reusing products. This is what came with the other piece here that used to plug into this little dongle thing. So I'm trying to cut this end off, and then I have a positive negative wire that's nice and clean and already wrapped. So, and then yeah, let's just strip that and see if this works. I just power on, and then gotta fiddle with this receiver here. Battery's not included. Let's see if this works. Oh, thing flashed. Oh, there we go. Lights are on. It's a weird remote because it's not like buttons. Okay, well, it works at least, so that's good. So it is nighttime, and let's turn the lights on. There we go. Handy dandy little remote. I like this. A lot more user friendly than the app. Anyway, so that's the bed lighting installed. Yeah, this little remote with the receiver thingy here. Just some Velcro. Got to put it up right there. Just stays put. And yeah, I'll leave links in the description of everything that I bought for that little project. I've been driving and enjoying the truck in its stock condition, basically seeing what works for me and what doesn't before jumping in and getting, you know, suspension and tires and winch and stuff like that, bumpers. I really just wanted to see what the truck is capable of, and fortunately I have been able to test the limits. I've been really happy with the truck and impressed with what it can do stock, but there is going to come a time where there is going to be some pretty significant upgrades. That'll be a part of this build series as well. So you would have seen in some previous videos how I set up the truck in camp mode, but this is still a daily driver and I don't need to keep all my camping stuff in the truck at all times. I do like to have the box open for truck purposes. But one thing I did realize is that I actually really enjoy the idea of it not being a full bed slide that comes out. I have this old piece of wood base thing here that I've just temporarily fit in, and essentially I have my stove, my sink and stuff like that. And when I get up to camp, I just kind of pull it up onto the tailgate there. And that's been working really good, so it kind of gives me an idea of creating like this modular system for the camp kitchen that I eventually will be building. I really like the idea of having the fridge over the axle of the truck, you know, because it is a heavy component once you have it loaded up with your food and your drinks and stuff like that, and just the fridge itself is quite heavy, you know, just in terms of weight distribution is not ideal. And having the wind doors here gives me full access to the fridge inside, and it just gives you more space to work with at the back end of the truck here. I think that's my plan, is I'm going to come up with some kind of modular system that allows me to pull everything out. You know, when I'm not camping and stuff like that, I can have access to the truck for truck purposes. When it does come time to hook everything up to go camping, then it's not, you know, too cumbersome to put everything together. So that's the update on the truck build so far. If you enjoy watching, please consider liking and subscribing, and make sure to follow along. This is going to be an exciting series that I'm going to be regularly uploading as the build progresses. I already got some few things lined up here, so I'm really excited to show you guys. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and on to the next one.